My name is Mary Akers, and I'm the volunteer coordinator at the Women's Center. I understand many of you are familiar with the work of the Women's Center, but today I hope to put a real face on it, a real in your city, in your neighborhood look at what the Women's Center is. There are a few people in our city who were not affected several Sunday mornings ago when a man walked into a salon and killed his estranged wife and two of her co-workers and injured several others. As a community, we were left confused, shocked, angered, and maybe even a little bit frightened by just how close to home something that horrific could happen. Possibly in a place we had already visited. The problem of domestic violence is real, and it's not something that happens in faraway places. Last year at the Women's Center, close to 300 women and children found safety at Sister House, our emergency shelter. Over 500 adults and children received domestic violence counseling. Nearly 6,400 calls were answered on our crisis line. A little over 150 individuals received sexual assault and sexual abuse counseling. Our legal advocates assisted 260 women in obtaining restraining orders and then supported them through the court process. But as we enter the season of peace and joy and hope, I don't want to leave you with just those sobering facts and figures. I'd like to briefly share with you some of the simple goodness of humankind that also flows in with abundance under our roof regularly. Last year, nearly 20,000 hours of volunteer time was given to the Women's Center by nearly 150 individuals and 20 groups of volunteers who made a positive difference in the lives of those people who walk through our doors seeking help. Last month, volunteers made themselves available to distribute information on the assistance available in the Women's Center in salons across Waukesha County in the first annual Cut It Out Day. This effort was initiated by salon owners who felt a deep need to do something to help and support their colleagues at Azana. Last week, 40 women and children in our shelter were treated to a home-cooked Thanksgiving meal prepared by a group of immensely generous college students who came back from their break early to cook it. The surprise and the delight on the faces of the shelter residents, in particular the kids, when they saw and smelled the feast that had been prepared by them, or prepared for them by people they will never meet face to face, is something I won't soon forget. This coming month, I will witness again the delight and the excitement on the faces of our children as they pick from hundreds of purses stuffed with perfumes, lotions, scarves, gloves, all the things women would love to have in their purse. A Christmas gift for their moms. These purses and all the wonderful items tucked inside will be donated and thoughtfully put together by volunteers. The surprise and the happiness on the faces of the women as they accept these gifts from their children is the true definition of heartwarming. The fact that in many cases, it's the only gift that they will receive this year, or possibly several years prior, is something that defines the night as a true blessing for everyone involved. All real situations, people who have experienced great trauma and injury, and then others, like yourselves, who reach out to make a difference, be that light of hope and peace in a world and in the lives of these real people affected by unimaginable fear and darkness. Thank you for thinking of the Women's Center today in your generosity. You truly make a difference in ways you may not even imagine.